Hi you guys, it's Denise Coventry of denisecoventry.com. I work weight management here in Scottsdale and help coach people as they're trying to make changes with their diets. And you know, one of the things that is said most often to me that I like to really razz people about is how little time they have to actually cook something. And so they are thinking that because they work so many hours and because they have children and because of all of these, you know, number of alibis, I like to say, that they just don't have time to make a simple meal. And I just don't agree, because I cook for our family, and I want to show you a recipe. And this recipe was really simple. Luckily, one of the patients furnished it to me, and it's by using some fish, and it can be frozen fish. So I have a skillet on the stovetop right now. We're going to take the fish as it's frozen and heat the skillet up, put just a little tiny bit of olive oil in there, and we're going to start our fillets cooking now. Okay, bear with me here. There is only one other ingredient, which are going to be canned tomatoes. In this case, I have, with garlic and olive oil, just some diced canned tomatoes. It would have typically been one large, and I just picked up 2 small cans of it, so that's what we're using today, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cut open my package of fish. We should probably turn the stovetop on. There we go. I'm going to get this hot. And I'm going to work with cod. It's just a little bit firm. Doesn't have quite as much of a fishy flavor, so it's a little more popular with my family in this sense. Filet's just going to go straight into the skillet, okay? So while that's doing its magic, it's gaining some heat, I'm just going to open up 2 of these cans of tomatoes. But while we're doing this, we might as well talk about portion sizes. And I just think that one of the nicest methods when you're trying to make some changes in your life, I think that we often will consider making, you know, healthful changes, and then we cut our calories back so far that you're constantly hungry. One of the methods to stop that hunger, I mean, hunger is a positive thing. You should be hungry every 4 hours or so, because it's time for you to furnish some more fuel to your body, right? But when you are trying to take your calories down a little bit, having protein sources throughout the day can help give you a stronger sense of satiation. But also, obviously, we know if we add additional vegetables into our diet, then you're going to have some additional water and fiber to help slow down that gastric emptying so that you are full for a longer period of time. I personally like to have protein throughout the day quite a bit, so I like to start with protein in the morning. Even if I was going to have oatmeal for breakfast, as an example, I can't get through until lunch if I don't have some protein, whether it's some egg whites or whether it's a cheese stick. I'm not much for, you know, for dairy too much, but you know, I really do need, I mean, I hate to have a tuna packet at 10 a.m., but I just feel like I can hardly get throughout the day. So I can hear my fillets of the cod starting to sizzle right now. Now, the nice thing about this recipe is you only need 2 minutes on each side, and then you are actually going to pour your diced tomatoes over the top and allow it to simmer for about 7 minutes, and that is literally all it takes, and you have an actual fabulous, wonderful, delicious meal that is done in less than 10 minutes. So I don't want to hear that you don't have time to cook anything. You just need to plan ahead. I'll get moving. I just turned them over. Gosh, and what has it been? It's been, what, 2 full minutes on that side? So I've just turned the fish over. I've got my tomatoes ready to go. I'm gonna probably throw in just a handful of spinach because, you know, more color, the better, right? And it's lemon season right now here in the valley, so I've got some lemons off the tree and I'll just put a little bit of that on top, but it just doesn't take any time at all. I'll be right back. My family teaches me that no meal is complete without a big handful of spinach in it, right? Right. So, it looks like the whole video has been running for about 7 minutes, and I've served this before just adding some capers in it. I've put in just half a can of olives, let's say. There's a lot of variation that you can make with it. I'm going to bring my laptop over so you can see in. See, it's doing its thing there, getting nice and bubbly. Not bad, yeah? Let's set you back down. Okay, 1 more minute. I just love that. So I would love to know more about what your changes are than the things that you're trying to do to make healthful changes in your own life. You know, drinking more water, portion sizes. Are you trying to get out to get some more exercise in or movement throughout the day? Are you keeping a food journal? All of those simple things that add up at the end of the day and can make really huge changes in the total number of calories that are coming in, but also the amount that you end up expending. Are you taking really good care of yourself? So during the course of the regular day, you know, as stress levels increase and the demands on your time and the demands on every spare moment that you have and your ability to cope really well with these things, are you doing special things for yourself? Do you get a massage? Do you get a moment of peace? Do you go to yoga? Are you on your bicycle pedaling around? Do you have a pet? Are you relying on your, you know, your dog to take you for a walk? They're the most simple things that make great differences. It's just getting some momentum going for, you know, the changes that you really want to have that end up being really permanent in the end. Let's go check on this. This one came off the tree. Looks pretty good this year, doesn't it? I planted this tree. So I've got my bar stool right next to you. We'll just slice some lemons here. We'll probably use maybe just a quarter of a lemon on there. It really depends on what your tastes are, doesn't it? Looks beautiful. So typically I would put some more spinach on the plate and then I would just, you know, put that right on top. Let's just do it now. Get our spinach on here. Grab some cracked pepper. Put a little bit of fresh ground pepper on top. And let's put a little slice of lemon. Be nice. Voila. See? What do you think? Can you see? Ooh, the steam coming right off. That looks so pretty. So it is, the whole thing took a total of 13 minutes. I know you can do this. I wish you well. Have a wonderful evening. Bye. Whew. Hot. It's so rude to eat in front of you, isn't it? Bye, guys.